Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Road to Rank 1. Today we're using a team by Ski Mask. Okay. Once again, we have Specs, Tapu, Lele, plus a few other Pokemon. I'm pretty excited. I love using Lele, especially Specs. They're just like clicking buttons, man. Sometimes, it's good to think about your game plan and whatnot, but when one of your Mons is 2-hit KOing basically every Pokemon in the metagame, I very much like forming game plans around that. Right? Speaking of 2-hit KOing every Mon in the metagame, we have Mega Mawile as well on this team, so should be fun. Thank you everybody for all the previous support on the Road to Rank 1. Of course, if you guys are excited or enjoyed this, I would love you to leave a like at that point if you do enjoy. So whatever point you do enjoy, would love you to leave a like. Helps me out. And yeah, let's get right into the team preview. Alright, so like I said, this is a team with Choice, Specs, Tapu, Lele, and we are modest as well. So this is a powerful Tapu Lele with Psychic and Psyshock. Psyshock better for Chansey as well as Assault Vest Tangrowth. Hidden Power Fire is there for Scizor, and Moonblast is obviously our Fairy Stab. Love Specs Lele. Psyshock is also really good for AV Magearna. So I very much love Specs Tapu Lele, and the fact that we're modest just makes it that much more exciting to use. We got Ferrothorn as the next Pokemon on our squad. It provides us with our Stealth Rock. It gives us our own Tapu Lele answer, as well as a Greninja answer for the team, providing us with Fairy Resist, Psychic Resist, Water Resist, etc. Tapu Fini is the next member on the squad as well. With Ferrothorn, obviously, it helps us deal with Heatran, which is something that Lele and Ferrothorn don't really like. Though Leech Seeding and Psyshocking eventually will wear it down, but this gives us a solid switch in. We are faster than Timid Max Speed Magearna, as well as Modest Heatran. We have Surf, Nature's Madness, Moonblast, and Taunt, so it's a sort of stall breaker, not a defogger for the squad at all, but almost max HP and enough Spadef to be able to switch into Greninja as well as Heatran multiple times. Choice Scarf Landers Therian is the next member on the squad. Now Choice Scarf Landers Therian, we're running a really offensive one, just max speed, max attack. Without Zygarde in the tier, we can afford to drop HP Ice, though it's really good for opposing Landers, don't get me wrong. But we have Knockoff, which I like a lot, especially because Pokemon that come in on Landorus, Celesteela, opposing Landorus, even Ferrothorn, knocking off their items is really nice, allowing Specs, Tapu Lele to potentially do better versus them. Also, being able to get rid of Zapdos' leftover / Rocky Helmet is really nice. But Stone Edge is there for Mega Pinsir, and U-Turn and Earthquake are pretty much standard. Mega Mawile is the next member of the squad, and we are running a very offensive Swords Dance Mega Mawile. I mean, what is there any other Mega Mawile? But Swords Dance, Play Rough, Knockoff, and Sucker Punch. The one thing we do have to worry about is our own terrain plus Sucker Punch. But I think that's completely fine. I believe with Specs Lele really weakening opposing Heatran, that makes Mega Mawile do a lot better. Pokemon like Toxapex, Heatran, Scizor are all Pokemon that can potentially deal with Mega Mawile if it's not in the right circumstances, whereas Specs Lele 2-hit KOs offensive Heatran and knocks out Toxapex and can knock out Scizor as well with the Choice Specs HP Fire, so they work hand in hand together. A lot of speed on this thing for Scizors, for Pelipper's, for AV Magearnas, and we have some HP as well, I believe, to let us better take on Lele, because opposing Lele can definitely be a problem as well, even with double steel. Last but not least, we have Tornadus Therian form. This is Phytinium Z Tornadus with Focus Blast. Again, that really helps out Tapu Lele as well as Mawile, because one of the bigger answers is a more supportive Heatran, which can definitely be a problem. So All Out Pummeling allows us to either severely weaken it or get rid of it. Also helping out with Tyranitar as well, which is pretty cool for Lele spamming Psyshock. Obviously, T-Tar doesn't like Moonblast, but it also stops us from spamming Psyshock. So this is the defogger on the squad. It provides us with momentum with U-Turn. We have some HP as well. That way we can better switch into Kartana's Leaf Blade after Rocks, as that thing is a giant problem. And yeah, that is the team for today. Let us get right into the battles. Alright guys, we have our first game, and it's a pretty nasty one. You too, dude. Mega Pinsir, extremely threatening. Celesteela as a backbone is very threatening too. I'm assuming it's just Rocks Chomp plus Spike's Grin, maybe? Could be Battle Bond on this one for sure. I mean, I love Lele in this game, but I have to be super careful. Thank you. Appreciate that, dude. See how we win this. Definitely Landorus Stone Edge on Pinsir is going to be key in the late game. I don't know if it's Scarf Cart. So I can see Mawile putting in work if it is Scarf Cart, because it has to lock itself into a specific move, whether it be Leaf Blade or Sacred Sword at a point. Maybe even Smart Strike / Knockoff, because I have Tornadus. I like a Landorus initially, right? Because I have pivots if I don't feel the matchup is good. which is versus a lot. Like, I don't know if he's Scarf Gren too. So I think we're going to go Lando. We're going to switch out into Tapu Fini if he leads off with this or this. And hopefully just get it to a game where Lele comes in and essentially I just click Moonblast multiple times. I don't think it'd be that easy because of Celesteela, and I do think SD Mawile has a huge shot at winning this, but let's see how we can do this. We're going to go for maybe an SD Mawile win. Leads off a Garchomp. Go directly out into Tapu Fini here. I don't want a U-turn as... is Earthquake better for me? Kind of like Earthquake for damage. Earthquake into Fini. I actually really like that play. I'm going to do that. Because I think that's it's offensive Garchomp too. So I get some Stealth Rock there. Not too big a deal. I don't really care if Celesteela comes in either. I'm clicking Earthquake again. Celesteela, if that is offensive Garchomp, that might be Z. Celesteela is obviously annoying, to say the least, but I still think that Earthquake is really good for Mawile Sucker Punch in the late game. Fini's HP shouldn't matter too much. Getting Fini here as he heavy slams, and what I can do is just Nature's Madness. I don't want to defog. If I get half off on... I don't have defog on this Pokemon, but he might be thinking I am. I do. Now, the Gren is obviously a problem, but Ferrothorn being alive for that would be really nice. This is just going to be a game of sacks as he brings out his Garchomp here. He can Constant to crush me. I think it does 61%. If I go Feral, I'm allowing it to take chip damage. Does that give me anything out of this turn? It could just Earthquake too. I really do not switch in well to Celesteela though. That's the problem. Like, I'm assuming a Constant to crush is going to come out. I'm going to go Feral. I don't switch in well to Garchomp. Constant to crush? Alright, cool. What's a Constant to crush? Not bad. So what I can do now is just bring out Tornadus on the... Yep. On the Kartana. Basically he either do that or Earthquake. He'd either switch out Earthquake and something more offensive. We could defog as he gets in Celesteela. So this isn't too bad. Celesteela obviously problematic for me. But Chomper is nice and low. I don't want him doubling out to Garchomp, but yeah, the fact that he uses Z is really nice. I can't let Ferrothorn take a Flamethrower because that doesn't help me towards an endgame. Even getting up Rocks isn't the best here because he does have the Fini, which is why I was surprised he was going to default. I want to save my Z, obviously. Click U-turn. Knockoff isn't the play because Mawile wants to knock this thing off more. I think Fini's fine. And then we can go for another Nature's Madness. I don't want to bother predicting Garchomp because I can always Moonblast after anyway as he gets up Rock, so this is still fine. I still have enough HP to come in on Celesteela later. I can still defog with my one Mon. Big old Pinsir comes out, which is where problems arise. Nature's Madness later. Switching out on Garchomp wouldn't have done anything because then I wouldn't have got my Intimidate for later. What is Nature's Madness? He's going to return and knock me out. This allows me to get in my Lando. And what I will do here is knock off. I didn't want to initially, but yeah, if I get rid of Fini's item, if I get rid of Celesteela's item, it's just so much better for me, man. I'm going to knock. And then I can just make the Tornadus play on... basically, he can't double out to Pinsir if I go this. And I was pretty positive that Tapu Fini would come out too. So towards an endgame with Mawile winning, thinking it's Scarf Kartana. He's probably going to go Gren, of all things. Which I am very weak to. Alright, just went for Nature's Madness, that's fine. Moonblast does not do 38% as far as I am concerned. Tornadus, Z, Tapu Fini, OU defensive. Moonblast does... It needs a super high roll to do that percentage to me. I'm willing to risk it. As he goes Celesteela, great. So not only do I get rid of Rocks for the remainder of the game, but I'm a little bit better versus that. I'm still very weak to Gren. Especially because he can just Flamethrower at this point too, huh? Terrain doesn't even help me. It actually hurts me. I can't risk going Ferrothorn and Flamethrower. I think my Lele is expendable. Yeah. We're just going to go for Specs HP Fire. I honestly think Lele is extremely expendable, and I want to be able to get in my Mawile and just click buttons. That's the big thing. So I'm going to go right for that Specs HP Fire. If Gren comes out, this thing has such a nasty matchup versus me. It's nasty. Big old Mawile can come in. It's time to SD up. In his face. In his face. Well, the thing is, too, he could also go out into his Feeny now. So I might go for player. Maybe player if it's better. Because I don't think he'd protect. Because I could also Thunder Punch, too. He doesn't have a good switching right now. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to player off here. We're going to player off to catch Lafini because he shouldn't sack Celesteela. It's way too good versus my team. I can still deal with this thing with all-out pummeling plus knockoff. So I'm okay if this doesn't work out for me. But I don't think he should ever stay in. Yeah, he's going to sack Feeny. Exactly. Nice. So we managed to land that. This is still tough, man. Gren is going to come out. If I get in Pharaoh, it invites in Pinsir, but there's no way he doesn't click water move here. I'm thinking it's still Scarf Kartana, and I have to keep Tornadus around for that. He might double. He might go for Dark Pulse. Pharaoh into Tornadus is always going to be my play, though. Man, because he could double. He could have doubled there, too. Goes for a Spike. I have to get in Big Torn here. Is regular Focus Blast my play into Tornadus? No, it's not. It's always U-turn. And I get in Mawile now. I gotta click Knock. Like I don't have a choice. Even if he goes Gren, like getting rid of Gren's item is great. I need Mawile now to land this Knock. Plus he doesn't. Okay, great. Great. Goes for Flamethrower. I still have all-out pummeling, so we're not out of the water yet. We're not done yet, but this is still my play. I don't know. I think Focus Blast still does 17%. I really hope this lands. It was a good protect, but I had to go for this. Please land. It just barely misses out on the KO. Oh, man. I'm forced to Stone Edge here. Stone Edge KO Celesteela and doesn't allow him Pinsir, which is why I'm forced to Stone Edge. This thing comes out. I think Torn is always my play. He's probably going to knock here, though. Smart Strikes. He can't allow me to get in. I have to make a call here. I don't think he can allow me to get in Ferrothorn, but I don't know if he's... Because I can lose to Water Shuriken, too. I want a Hurricane here so badly. This is a bunch of 50-50s, which I hate. The double to Tornadus is still my best play. Because even if he stays in Smart Strikes again, I'm good. Because I live one. Like, if I get a Brox, it's good for Celesteela obviously dying and whatnot. And Pinsir taking half, but... Alright, buddy. If anybody can land a 70% move, it's you, Tornadus. Thank you. Alright, so we get rid of Celesteela. I still have Stone Edge in the end game. Gren's Dark Pulse does not knock out Tornadus. I don't think Gren's Dark Pulse knocks me out. Greninja. Why can I not spell? Thank you. Respects. So we're going to put you +1. Dark Pulse and Hydro Pump. Dark Pulse does not knock me out. Hydro Pump always knocks me out. If he pulses here and I get in Ferrothorn, that's bad. Do I Hurricane here? Anticipate him to want to double out into... Because this is still another 50-50, because I have to get in Pharaoh, and then even if Dark Pulse is bad. Hurricane doesn't kill Gren anyway. He can Dark Pulse here. If I'm going to do anything, it's Focus Blast. Because first off, Hydro Pump has a chance to miss. Secondly, he might Dark Pulse here. I think Focus Blast is my play. There's a lot I have to avoid, too. Let's see if he Hydros. This isn't even if I get this turn right, it's not even a guaranteed endgame because Pinsir, I still have to land versus Pinsir. Pinsir can still come in and quick attack me. I can get in Lando. I can knock that though. He does Dark Pulse. I get the turn right. Let's see. I land a Focus Blast. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool. So I get that turn right. This game has 10 million 50-50s and it's game 1. I always go Lando here. Like always. I think I always Stone Edge too. I think I Stone Edge again as well, even if he goes for Leaf Blade, because I can't have him Smart Striking. It's going to come down to an inaccurate move anyway. I can't have him Smart Striking my Feral, I can't have him doubling. So I think I always go for this. Leaf Blade shouldn't KO me at 64%, and as long as Torn is above a certain amount, he can't set up on me. So he may double, he may knock off. I guess I could also still lose the cart. Yeah, he does Sacred Sword. Okay, cool. Ah, man. That's not good. That's not good. This is fine. I always U-turn here. 15, 30. Kind of wish I hit the first Stone Edge too, because this U-turn would be, you know, my best play. But like, it's not over yet. It's not over. But U-turn at least puts Cart, I think, in range of Iron Barbs. And if he goes Pinsir, he still has to dodge a Hurricane. So it's not over yet. But I mean, I'm relying on literally Focus Blast and Hurricane in this game. Man, I knew this game was a rough matchup too. Hurricane, sack this. I just have to land. That's it. We managed to land. Let's go. Getting Lando, always getting Torn. You know what's crazy? I still have to land attacks, by the way. No, I don't. I just U-turn. Always go Torn, always U-turn. I guess I can get crit. I mean, if he's gonna crit me, it's gonna happen eventually, so. Good game, man. Oh my gosh, I had to win every single 50-50. Crazy game. I had to win every single 50-50, and I had to land a bunch of inaccurate moves. I had to win every single 50-50 and land a bunch of inaccurate moves. Luckily, I was able to pull through in that one. Oh, man. Well, for sure. It's stressful, but fun, yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, that's game 1. Let's get into game 2. All right, guys. So we got another game, and another tough one because of the fact that they have an Excadrill, which is very good versus us. However, I think my Tapu Fini is fantastic versus this dude, but I also think that Mega Garchomp is scary as well. Now, as far as leads go, I love Fini for its ability just to taunt Nature's Madness something and weaken something, especially because SD Mawile is so good in this game. If it is Megatar, that could become a little bit of an issue too. I mean, I defog on everything, so I'm not as worried about that. The end game is hopefully going to come down to Lele Moonblasting. Like, he has that Tyranitar, but once I get rid of that, I can just Moonblast. Well, I mean, obviously, Psychic, excuse me, freely versus this guy. This could be Z. Magnezone is such a good lead versus me. I'm leading off Orlando. Yeah, as it leads T-Tar. I'm okay with that. It's just a free U-turn. As he goes Drill immediately. I don't know whether to try and threaten me from right here, but I will definitely Surf you. I don't think you knock me out with a Z move, and Drill is a problem for my Lele. So I will for sure Surf you here. Surprised that Drill came out because I could have Earthquake there too. Gives me the damage I need on Magnezone. Gives me some beautiful damage on Magnezone. That's definitely AV if it did 23. I could see him Flash Cannon here. So that's AV, so Side Shock is going to be good in this. Weakening that is nice. If I'm hitting my Flash Cannon here, huh? I don't matter. Lando's always my play. That's AV. Yeah. And I always click Earthquake. I don't bother caring about the Scarm. I don't see the Scarm, right? I don't see the Scarm. Especially when I have a Tornadus, which can defog. So like, I don't see the Scarm, and I don't see the... I had to do that play. But that's really good. Damage on Excadrill too, a little bit more. Oh god, this thing is gonna Stone Edge me. It's gonna Mega Evolve and Stone Edge the hell out of me. Especially because Sand Force makes it a problem. Rock Slides me. That works too. I Leech Seed this. I still Leech Seed Zone, or you. Earthquake blows me back, I'm pretty sure. Can I win this game by risking Lando? I don't think I can. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. Can I win this game by risking Lando? That's the thing. Even if I risk Lando, can I win this game? I think I always risk Lando. I keep Pharaoh alive because it deals with Drill and stuff. As he goes for another Rock Slide, that's going to be able to knock me out. Very good play. Can bring out my Lele though. I don't think you stay in with Garchomp on this. I want a Psychic so badly. Cause I feel like this guy's crazy and will go Toxic. Like, I'm Psyching. That was such a poor play. Getting on my part, not his. Because if I got off damage on that, man, it's fine. It's fine. Rocks up towards the end game. First off, that was his T-Tar, right? That was his T-Tar. Getting off damage on that, that's legitimately his Tyranitar. And he's modest AV too. So at least I'm putting this thing in range of Sucker. Rocks up would also put this in range. I need +2 for this. +2 for Tyranitar, +2 for Scarm. I don't even knock this bad boy out. That's the problem. And then you can bring out Drill. Drill being healthy is bad. I don't think all-out pummeling knocks out Zone either. I really think that was a poor play going Tyranitar. When he had a pivot in... Well, I guess... Like, even Zone. Like, why not pivot into Zone? Magna Zone. How do I... I'm just gonna assume it's this. Assault Vest. I don't think all-out pummeling KOs you. Well, that's... Never mind, it does. Yeah, I go for all-out pummeling here. I have to. I hate being in situations like this because this is worse than the last game for me. But luckily, I'm able to knock out the... This should be able to knock it out unless it's Max Spadef. But I'm able to knock out Magnezone. Great. So that's something that he can't pivot into anymore. He's going to bring out Big Drill and probably drop a Z move right now. I couldn't afford to switch there either. I literally could not afford to switch. And now I can bring out Feeny and just taunt through everything. So Drill is almost in range of regular Sucker Punch. It's actually a roll at that point versus Drill for Sucker Punch. I don't mind Pex coming in either because I can always taunt. And he doesn't switch into this Pokemon. What's the game plan here? To getting Garchomp? But if Garchomp takes the hits, I can literally win with SD. Okay. Psychic blows you back. I think I always click Moonblast, regardless of what play he makes, because he'll 2-hit KO him. And I want to rain up. So if he goes in Drill, he's going to click Earthquake, obviously. Pex being gone is nice. Drill clicks Quake. I get in Feeny. I still think I'd lose at this point to Garchomp. Yeah. Yeah, good game, dude. I'm gonna SD because he's -1. Maybe because I'm last mon this, I can still win. Like maybe Chomp will die to +2 Sucker. What is he doing? He's trying to outplay this? I'm getting +4 then, so I can knock out Skarm and guarantee knockout Chomp. He's +6. I need 2. I need 1 for Garchomp. That's the main one. Alright, let's see if we win. Let's see if he's Rocky Helmet Skarm too. After all this. After all this, let's see if he's Rocky Helmet Skarm. I would love you to not be Rocky Helmet Skarm. Ah, okay. I just need 1 left for you. Literally 1. Hey! He knows he's slower. That's why he brought it last. Land his play rough. Are you kidding me? Wait. He missed his Rock Slide or something. Or he went for Ice Beam. And he didn't freeze me. Land it. Land it. There we go. Good game. Good game. We somehow managed to do that one. I really didn't agree with him going Tyranitar that turn because as you can see, Sand was such a huge threat to me. But I went for SD over the Sucker Punch Mind Games because I knew that at +2, I don't think I knock out Garchomp. I feel like he didn't calc either. Which is huge, right? I needed +4 to knock out Skarmory. I needed +4 to knock out Garchomp. All he had to do... I don't know, I think all I had to do at that point was just attack me. There was no way Mega Garchomp at 76% dies to +2 Sucker. It's Mega Garchomp. Bro, yeah, I literally needed +4. He choked. What am I doing wrong? Why does this calc look bad? Oh. Thank you. Oof. Wait, maybe it did die. No, the roll was in his... it was about even roll. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Whatever. I still think he choked by giving me multiple SDs because I didn't think I was KOing it at +2 and it gave me the option for it, but whatever. Almost lost to Ice Beam, by the way. I'm pretty sure Crunch KO'd me if he had it. I don't know what type of Tyranitar that was that has just Ice Beam, Stealth Rock, Pursuit. What is your last move that is so weak that it can't KO Mawile? Hey, we take those. We take those, though. We take those, though. So, we'll be right back, guys. Another game. It's actually been a while since I was recording the last part. I lost my voice as well. But I was doing a few things, and we're back. Scizor. Lele is fantastic in this game. Nidoking is annoying. The fact that my Lele is not faster than it. How do I want to lead or play versus this guy? I definitely think that my Tornadus is going to be key. I do think that, honestly, Specs Lele is going to be the biggest thing to getting rid of my opponent's team, especially because I just clicked Psychic besides the Chansey. As far as him leading off versus me, I would think that it would be Scarflando into Rock's Chansey. So, if we're going towards an endgame Lele sweep, I just got to try and get it in as many times as possible. It's a little bit tough, though, because of the fact that I'm modest and he has Timid Nidoking, I'm assuming. So, Torn is just a fantastic lead as a start, especially if he leads off with Scarflando. We live a Scarf Stone Edge always, and I can just U-turn from there as he goes directly out into Chansey. Might Intimidate matter at all? I think it's in my best interest to just go Landers and just click Knock. I like it better than going Mawile because my Intimidate might matter on Mawile. So, click Knock. Beautiful. Now I can click Psychic. As he goes for Rocks. And we can get in Feral Thorn if he softballs. I don't care. I get up my own Rocks. As he gets in Scizor. You think he's Superpower? I mean, this thing isn't the biggest issue versus me. I don't think I'm going to be defogging away for the most part, I want to say. I'm okay with that if he SD up and starts U-turning. Or if he just U-turns, yeah, I'm okay with getting up Rocks there. So it's more than likely SD U-turn as he gets to Nidoking. This is where it gets a little bit problematic. I'm assuming he'd Ice Beam here. Pharaoh's just a good pivot into everything. But I can't risk Lando. I think that Pharaoh is the most expendable. So I'm going to go for a Power Whip here. I should have Gyro Balled. I didn't realize I had it. But he probably does have Flamethrower. But either way, this is, I think, always my play. I don't care if he Fire Blasts me either. Because I get in Lele now with the Bluff. He should not stay in. I get in Lele with a Bluff and I click Spec Psychic. Spec Psychic to it. Do not stay in, dude. That makes no sense. I have no reason not to click Psychic or Psyshock. Because I did knock Chansey this shit to a KO. Or just kills it. Okay. That works too. Yeah, we're just switching to this, buddy. He doesn't have a switching. Lando comes out. Most likely U-turn. Defogging wouldn't matter for either of us. I think that Torn is fair here. This could be Z as well, but I think that's Keldeo Z and that's Scarf. So the more damage I get on Lando, the better or easier it is. Easier it is for me to use Mawile towards an endgame. Do rocks actually matter? Maybe. I'll just Hurricane here. I'm special attack invested and he doesn't have a Hurricane switching. Yeah, 53%. That's beautiful damage. Are you trying to land? Thank you. Alright, awesome. So that is one of his main checks to Mawile. Obviously the dude has a Keldeo. Dude has a Lando. And a few others. Lando doing 15 was a little annoying. What I have to do here is when Lando comes out, I have to go out to a Pokemon that when he U-turns, it doesn't allow in Nidoking. So that is literally just my own Lando or my Lele. But I think that my Lando is fine here. Especially because now his Lando, if he's offensive, which I believe he is just based on the damage he's been doing, is in range of... he becomes in range of +1 Sucker Punch, which is what I'll get after Intimidate. Could have Earthquaked here, but I'm gonna risk my Lele, even if he U-turns, because I think my SD Mawile will beat this 1v1. As he goes for Curse, fantastic. So we're gonna Psychic here instead of HP Firing from a man. And basically, Scizor could not do much to me, and Spec Psychic would still do like 60%, and I didn't want Keldeo coming in. So that was my thought process behind that play. I take the hit from Keldeo, I have Scarf, I take the U-turn as well, he goes for that. Perfect. Just gonna click All Out Pummeling here. Don't care if he stays in. All Out Pummeling was the only play to guarantee damage on the turn. And it allows me to bring in my my Feeny now and just Moonblast. Lando goes out. Scizor just gets taunted. And he loses. So this one is a tough one. Sorry about that, guys. I need to get some water. This one is a tough one. Like, looking at it, it just looks like bare offense, right? I would say I would go as far as say that I guess Custap lead Skarm with Z Belly Drum Azu, which I have to be careful about. But luckily Lele is really good in this. I have to be super careful about the Hawlucha though, because it can just sweep me like very, very, very easily. How'd this dude let himself in? Yeah, it can just sweep me very easily. Same thing with Extra-Drone. The annoying part is that my ways of dealing with both of them would be Lando and pivot into it, or Feeny, and if Feeny gets weakened by this, then this can beat me. So I have to be really careful. But I have to double terrain to stop him, potentially, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to go towards maybe a Lele just picking off Pokemon in the endgame, or even a Scarf Lando type of thing. I think that Lele is going to be important, though, for dealing with Azu. Woolly Lando, I think it's fantastic versus at least Skarm to break it sturdy. Are you weak armor? Nope. This doesn't matter to me. I literally defog here for free. I'm assuming it's Sash lead of some sort. I mean, breaking it sturdy is really good. My play is always Pharaoh. Pharaoh doesn't even beat Azu, man, if it belly drums up. He screams. I don't mind that. I get in Lele here because it denies the Hawlucha, at least right now. Dude, I don't know. I don't care about your friend in this play. So it's dual screens. As he gets in Skarmory. Which again, I don't really care because I have Tornadus. I'm going Tornadus because it deals with one or two things. One, he might switch out into his Tyranitar, fearing the Specs HP Fire. And 2, it gives me, you know, the Focus Blast with that, or I can defog away his hazards. He does go right back down to Coco. Gets me in with my Pharaoh. I'm still going Lele here because I want to deny the Hawlucha. I don't care if he U-turns or taunts or whatever. It could be Volt Switch, but that won't be able to knock me out. We'll get in Torn now. Yeah, as he U-turns. Great. So I'm just trying to get myself in a position where this guy doesn't mess me up with the Pokemon he has. All out pummeling this doesn't even gain me much, but if he's Bandit Pursuit, I mean, this is Mega Tyranitar. Let me just all out pummeling. Like, even through screens, I'm pretty sure I'll put you in range of Earthquake. Wow, that did nothing. I cannot beat this thing if it sets up a second time, but I also struggle with half his team with my Tornadus gone. It doesn't matter. I still have to Focus Blast. I literally have to Focus Blast. If he sets up a second time, I lose. Just period. Yep. I can get him my Lando now. And U-turn on more than likely Scarm coming out, I want to say. Yep. Because Reflector's gone, U-turn was my play. If I get in this, he's just going to get up his hazards again. And Light Screen being up is annoying. I guess I can go this and attempt to taunt. I think Nature's Madness is better, because because he's more than likely faster than me, unfortunately. But we can bring out my Lele now. He's going to have rocks up in this game. Not much I can do about that. Click Specs Moonblast here. It'll blow away an offensive Scarm. It blows away Tyranitar. He might pivot into Excadrill, which would force me to go out into this, to this. My terrain might have just messed me up here too. But yeah, I Specs Moonblast here for sure. Because with my terrain being up, I can't Sucker Punch the Excadrill. This is a really tough one, man. Specs Moonblast is always my play, though. I wouldn't mind him sacking Scarm. That's fine. And I also don't think I had another play versus... Yeah. Coco comes out. Sets up a light screen. I'm gonna keep Moonblasting. Because at worst he can U-turn. He can't bring out his Lucha on me. Bring out Drill and I get Sucker Punch. Him actually getting up the terrain is a little bit better for me. I think this was a misplay. I think he should have went Tyranitar into Excadrill. Because... yeah, he gives me some damage. This is really good for Sucker Punch. Like, that's very good for Sucker Punch. He could Corkscrew Crash here, but Lando is expendable besides its Intimidate. Goes for Earthquake. I want to say I always U-turn because I got to get the chip on him for Sucker Punch. And if he goes out into Hawlucha on the U-turn, then I get him my... that's fine. I don't mind Drill at all. Because now I put Drill in range of Sucker Punch, so that's important. And I get up Rocks too, which may be ideal. Who knows? But again, Ferrothorn was always expendable. And if he goes out directly into Hawlucha, that's fine too. Lando's only useful for Intimidate. This has no use to me. Except it actually knocked out an extra... oh, okay. Well, it did knock out an Excadrill in theory. It did knock out an Excadrill in theory. Good turn. Good turn. Very good turn. Man, that sucks. That would have knocked out Drill. If not, put it in range of an unboosted Sucker Punch. Both of which were good for me. I'm assuming you're just gonna sack Tyranitar. He could go hard Lucha, I guess. Oh, that Azu is so annoying. That Azu is so annoying. Speaking of, I got a crit. I don't want to go Lele and have him Aqua Jet. Lando is expendable in a sense, but Coco doesn't die right yet. Okay, it does die to regular Sucker Punch. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna switch out to Lele. I'm not gonna go Feeny. I need Feeny healthy for Lucha. Like, this is so annoying because I'm losing one of my Intimidators, but I have the extra drone range of unboosted Sucker Punch. I'm gonna Earthquake here. As he doubles back on top of Coco, fantastic. I want to say that Tapu Fini eats this hit, guaranteed, right? I want to say that my Tapu Fini eats this hit. Can we just get rid of this item? $80 to 95%. I have outs if he gets +2. Moonblast does KO. Yeah, I'm going Fini. Dude, he needs absolute... Please don't get this roll. I'll be really sad. But he needs absolute max to KO me. Doesn't get it. Beautiful. I've stopped myself from losing to Hawlucha. Okay. I have... He can bring out Drill. I sack this. I get up an Earthquake. I have Sucker Punch. He has to outplay my Sucker Punches. But that's about it. He has to outplay my Sucker Punches. I can't go Lele ever because Lele gets up the terrain, which means I can lose. So if he sacks Azu, that means he has to go Tyranitar after. He's going to sack T-Tar. I guess it could be max speed Azu as well. I don't know if it's Adamant versus Jolly Drill. That's a big thing too because of my Lele. Yep, sacks a Tyranitar. His Azu can't set up on me. I get him Mawile. I'm pretty sure at -1, my play is to always click. I'm pretty sure my play is actually to always click Play Rough here. Because the only play he can make to beat me would be to try and go Azu. So I'm gonna Play Rough here. Because he'll knock out Drill as well. And he's trying to outplay my, Yep. That was my play. Not bad, and I win. Good game, dude. So, we did what we had to do there. In that sense, that was like the only play I think he could make to try and win. Either that or either I'll play my Sucker Punches or go hard Azu and try and get off damage to the point. Because he didn't know I was Modest Lele. But he would have won if he got off damage on my Mawile at that point. So I clicked Play Rough there to try and get rid of that. I would have knocked off if I knew the damage roll on Azu, but because I already got rid of its item, I don't think it was the play. But yeah, I'll find another battle, guys. We'll be right back. Be real with y'all, I have no idea what this is, man. I really do. I really don't. All I know is I lead off with... I'm very... Is this like dual screen cert plus setup? I don't know, but Tornadus is fantastic. All out pummeling, U-turn. I can U-turn now into Pharaoh or, you know, Mawile tanks a hit. I got to be careful about this, but I do have Lando to deal with it. I think Tornadus is absolutely amazing. I'm going for Tornadus endgame. This may be the last game, by the way. I wanted to do an hour-and-a-half one, but I'm so tired. I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice, but like I said, a lot of time went by between the initial recording and the second. Hey, fun man. I think the thing expects Lele is amazing, but because I'm not timid, I don't want to lead off with it versus Porygon. Man, this sucks, man. This live, I wanted to show off. I think you did. I wanted to show off Specs Lele so badly, but I fought so many Celesteelas. Or was it just 2? I know I fought a couple Celesteelas when I was just using this team off screen too, just to play with it. I should put Thunder on this thing, man. But yeah, it looks like just like bare setup offense. It really does. Serp is gonna be annoying. Hoopa, with Glare will be annoying. But then again, if I Hurricane on the Glare, I should be good with Torn. Then that's all I needed Torn for, really. I gotta be careful versus Porygon. Ferrothorn should deal with it. I mean, Charizard is obviously very annoying. I would prioritize rocking this, but this dude's definitely going to prioritize defogging versus me. Leads off with Zapdos, and it is, of course, Static Zapdos. Immediately into Lando we go. I think he'd always discharge here as he Heat Waves. That does so much. But so I know I just weakened my my Zard answer, which is pretty big, but I couldn't risk going Lele on a discharge, right? I couldn't risk it. As he gets in Cloyster. I don't know if you're Sash, but I'm clicking Specs Moonblast here. And Hoopa dies, which means I can click Psychic. Awesome, we are free. I want to go Feeny so badly into Torn. Is that a misplay? Yeah, because I need Feeny for Charizard. I know he's going to Glare here. Yeah, but my Gyro Ball does so much damage to this guy. Worth. I don't want to risk Torn being hurt by that. This is annoying, man, because I need Feeny alive for Cloyster as well, and potentially Charizard depending on the set. And I can't go Lele on the Heat Wave because of Psychic Terrain ending. Man, I'm really stretching it versus Charizard. As he unfortunately misses. We'll get right back in my Lele now. I don't think he's Sash based on the way that he switched out his Cloyster. But I want to get in on a Heat Wave, not a Discharge. I don't even mind being burnt. I'm clicking Spec Psychic now. Give me a Pokemon. Don't. Breakthrough. Thank you. Alright. Giant problem gone. Thank you. Giant problem gone. Lovely. Charizard can come out and try and set up on me, but it will die. I'm not risking going Torn here either. But I can get in Torn now. I gotta be really careful about this Charizard. Please land. You literally destroy his entire team. Please land. I can Z-move the Porygon. Wait, he gave me Charizard. Huh? You think he's Zard Y of all things? I still feel like this is worth the risk. Because he's trying to get in his port. If it's Zard Y, I have a 50% chance to hit anyway. This is always going to be odds. It's X. I didn't want to all-out pummeling because I want to use it versus... Don't worry. I want to use it versus the Porygon. I'm going to risk my Ferrothorn here. I feel like he'll Flare Blitz. Because his team looks really offensive, I don't know if he's a roosting set. Please Flare Blitz. Please Flare Blitz. Please be Dragon Dance Earthquake. Oh, he's Fire Punch. Okay. That's fair. I don't know if he's Thunder Punch? He is Earthquake. I weakened Dragon Claw, by the way, with the Misty Terrain. And I want to keep Feeny healthy because I don't want to lose the Cloyster. So, in theory, by getting in Tornadus, this is like, I know this sounds really dumb, but what I'm doing is I'll live as hit always, right? I just want to use that all-out pummeling on Porygon and not lose because of that. So I'm going to risk the 70% again. Thankfully. Because again, I want to be able to hit that attack versus... I want to be able to use my Z-move versus Porygon. Maybe I shouldn't use my Z-move versus Porygon. 43 to 50. I can Nature's Madness at least a Porygon, I think. I'm into Moonblast here. Surf comes out. I'm gonna taunt you. So I can get in Torn now. I gotta click that all out pummeling versus Porygon. I'm still thinking that's a Z. You know what sucks? This can still beat me. Thank you. Thank you, Tornadus. Thank you. Oh my god, this is like the end game. This is literally what I was. This is why I literally went through hoops to break this team, okay? This is why I literally went through hoops. And we managed to land and win. Good game, dude. I literally went through hoops because I could not let that Porygon beat me. We're in 1917, but you know what? That is more than what we've been every other episode. We're going to have another climb in the next one. Monday will probably be a long one because I might actually have time for that one. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I think I only played like 5 or 6 games off screen with this. I think I dropped one. I literally dropped one. I know I dropped one. I don't think I lost more than once off screen either. Maybe I have the replay so I can show you guys. What's that guy's name? He had a Celesteela. I know he had a Celesteela. I don't remember. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Sorry for the lateness in this episode because I know it's going up late. Again, there was like 2 hours in between me recording and then I had to come back and then the whole day went by. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed. See you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.